Okay, I think we are live. Just checking my tech here, making sure everything is looking good. If you would go ahead and give me a thumbs up or leave a comment, just want to make sure everyone can hear me crystal clear here. So as long as we're good, let's see. Okay, yeah, looks like everything's coming through crystal clear. Perfect. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you and welcome you to our masterclass tonight. And I want to honor you for taking the time in your busy lives to take a few minutes to talk about a really important principle, which is gratitude. And this is one of my favorite principles ever. So I'm really, really excited to share it with you. Now, we will be having a live chat here. I'm just making sure everything's working. Mark is on our live chat. So say hi to Mark. Let us know where you're watching from and how things are going in your world. If you have any questions at any time during the masterclass, go ahead and leave a question in the comments and we may answer a few of them at the end. But we're also going to keep it pretty brief to be respectful of your time tonight. So yeah, let us know where you're coming from and any questions you might have. And at the end of tonight's webinar masterclass, we will be announcing a winner of our coaching giveaway. So be sure to hang on to the end. That giveaway goes to one live viewer, so you don't want to miss that. So, okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen here. And we'll jump right into the presentation. Super excited to share this with you guys tonight. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, so just a quick intro on who I am. My name is Heather Choate, if you don't know, and I am a mother of 6 beautiful children. I have 3 boys and 3 girls, and they're super fun and crazy, but we love it, so it's all good. I am also a best-selling author. I am a speaker, mentor, and a coach, and a breast cancer warrior. And that's a picture of me when I was bald and pregnant. I was actually diagnosed with cancer when I was pregnant with my 6th baby. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in detail and how gratitude helped me fight cancer. I am also the author of The Gratitude Dare, and I was so stoked. I just went onto Amazon today, and this book is currently #1 in personal growth and spirituality on Amazon. So super honored about that. I want to thank you guys if you have picked up a copy, and if you haven't, you are more than welcome to. You just go onto Amazon. And the webinar, this masterclass, complements the principles in the book. And so I recommend that you go ahead and check that out. It's a short read, but it's also really, really powerful. Like I said, tonight we're talking about one of my favorite things in the world, which is gratitude. So to start off, we're going to make this really interactive. I want you to go ahead and try to clear yourself of all distractions. Go ahead and get out a notebook and really be mindful with me tonight. And the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. I just want you to do a quick check-in with yourself and ask yourself, how satisfied are you currently with your life right now? How is your health, your relationships, finances, money, career, self-perception? How do you feel about yourself and your spirituality? Is it what you would ideally like it to be? And if there are a few areas that you feel like, no, I'm not ideally where I want to be with that, that's okay. And we're going to cover some powerful principles tonight to bring gratitude to that specific situation and see how the energy of gratitude will help heal and improve every aspect of your life. It is very easy to feel a sense of overwhelm, frustration, and even depression about the condition of our lives. And there is a very simple reason for that. Trust me, I get it. I've been there myself, and it's something that we constantly face as human beings. The reason why we continue to feel those emotions is that our brains are hardwired to look at what's going wrong. It's a habit that we inherited from our ancestors. And it may have served us like back in the days when we were living on the savannah and we had to worry about lions or, a Tyrannosaurus Rex trying to eat us. But really, it doesn't serve us today. And that's why we need to train our brains to look at what's going right. And gratitude is the fastest and easiest way that we can do that. I love how gratitude, it shifts our focus from what we don't want to what we do want. The powerful and popular movie, The Secret, shared this truth with us. Gratitude is a powerful process for shifting your energy and bringing more of what you want into your life. Be grateful for what you already have, and you will attract more good things. I saw this picture the other day and I thought it was pretty funny. But doesn't it seem like the line of complainers around us is endlessly long? I mean, just think about your day today. How many people were complaining to you about something, or you overheard a conversation? And I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it, but the election just happened and I'm hearing people complain like nothing else, right? So it seems like that line is endlessly long of people complaining, while few people stand in the line of gratitude. Which line do you find yourself in? When you become grateful for small pleasures, your outlook changes and opportunities seem to open up everywhere in your life. And that's really true. The difference between happy people and unhappy people is their level of gratitude. Do you agree with me? Okay, if you agree with me, give me a shout out in chat. Let me know you're there. I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, go ahead, let Mark know. But yeah, it's true. Like, think of the happiest people that you know, people who are just almost always have a smile on their face. And it seems like, oh, by the way, I just got this comment. If you don't know where the chat is, you just scroll down on this Facebook page and it's at the very bottom. I know that's a little bit tricky to find because there's a couple buttons and stuff in the way, but just kind of scroll down and then you'll see it there. So that's where the chat is. But yeah, the happiest people that we know, think about those people, and it seems like they find something to be grateful for no matter what the circumstances are. And so, okay, we all know that gratitude is good for us, but can it really be that simple? And in all honesty, yes. Gratitude is one of the sweet shortcuts to finding peace of mind and happiness inside. No matter what is going on outside of us, there's always something we could be grateful for. I personally use gratitude like a secret weapon. And this might sound really silly, but I actually visualize it as something in my pocket, something small, but really, really powerful. I know that's silly, but for some reason that just works for me. But whenever I'm feeling stressed, anxious, or I feel that like overwhelm sensation coming on, or I just have like off energy, that's kind of how I coin it. Like, I'm just feeling off today. I pull out gratitude as if I'm pulling out something from my pocket, like a secret weapon. And I use it to immediately shift my energy from tension and discomfort to one of peace, fulfillment, joy. It helps elevate me from where I'm at to where I would much rather be. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about the scientific evidence. If you're not convinced enough already that gratitude is more than just like a hippie practice, then I'm going to throw some facts at you. There is scientific evidence that gratitude improves happiness and success. And awesome, Justin. Nice to meet you. I love Cynthia. That's so great. Nice to meet you. Thanks for joining in on a chat. But yeah, there is scientific evidence about gratitude. So we're going to dive into that right now. So there are scientifically proven benefits of an attitude of gratitude. Research shows that feeling grateful doesn't just make you feel good emotionally, but it also literally helps you physically. It helps your heart even. And a positive mental attitude is good for your heart. It fends off depression, stress, and anxiety, which all have physical components as well as the emotional ones. And those physical components can increase the risk of heart disease. There is a doctor that did a lot of studies on this. Let me pull up his picture real quick. And his name is Dr. Paul Mills. He is a professor of family medicine and public health at the University of California, San Diego School of Medicine. And Mills specializes in disease processes. So he likes to determine what causes disease and what kind of emotional states can, decrease disease. He's been researching behavior and heart health and the correlation between the both for decades. He wondered if the very specific feeling of gratitude would make a difference on the heart. So he did a study, and he recruited 186 men and women. Average age were 66, and all of these people in the study already had some damage to their heart. The damage came through years of sustained high blood pressure, or as the result of a heart attack, or even an infection to the heart itself. Each of the participants, they filled out a standard questionnaire to rate how grateful they felt for the people, places, or things in their lives. And it turned out that the more grateful people rated themselves, the healthier that they were. They had less depressed moods, they slept better, and they had more energy. Then Mills did blood tests to measure inflammation. And inflammation is the body's natural response to injury or plaque buildup in the arteries. And he found lower levels among those who were grateful. And that's another indication of better heart health. Mills thinks that gratitude helps reduce stress, a huge factor in heart disease. Taking the time to focus on what you are thankful for, he says, and letting that sense of gratitude wash over you, this helps us manage and cope, and it helps keep our hearts healthy. I think that's just great. I think that's super awesome that a simple thing like a gratitude practice will help keep your heart healthy. In addition to this, gratitude also helps people achieve more goals, improve their health, sleep better, have more physical energy and emotional energy, mental energy, increase their social likability. I like the thumbs up there. It helps us to better support others in our life and have a stronger love life. All good things. So deciding to be grateful for our situation, our experiences, our unique perspective quickly changes our outlook on everything that did happen, on everything that is happening now, and on everyone that we meet. Accepting that we are in charge of whatever kind of day we will have forces us to accept responsibility for our joy. And our joy can always be ours, or our unhappiness. And being grateful feels so good, right? So much better than feeling down and depressed and anxious and stressed out. Gratitude truly is an attitude, and we can feel it whenever we want. Now I'm going to move into how to harness the power of gratitude to retrain our brains. So remember, we don't have lions chasing after us. Not normally, at least anyway. If you have a lion chasing after you, then you might want to move somewhere else. But our brains still think that there might be lions after us. And so we need to retrain our brains and harness the power of gratitude. Now, for me personally, gratitude has completely changed who I was. As I shared in my introduction, I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 29. But kind of back that story up a little bit, before the diagnosis, I was actually pretty miserable inside, though you probably wouldn't be able to tell that if you just met me. Inside, I was a judgmental person. I was critical of others, including myself. Just ask my husband. I was pretty insecure, and I harbored a lot of bitterness to those that had caused me some deep hurts inside. And I was unwilling to let that pain and that bitterness go. When I got the shocking diagnosis and realized that my life and my baby's life was on the line, that was a big wake-up call, and I knew I needed to make changes. Now, that is kind of my story, and unfortunately, some of us don't realize that we need to make such big changes until we get that shocking wake-up call. What I hope and challenge you to do is give yourself a wake-up call right now so that you don't have to wait for some, tragedy or some major challenge to get you to that point, because it's really just a choice, and it's something that we can choose. Change is something we can choose at any time. So yeah, I would just really invite you to kind of allow yourself to have your own wake-up call. So when I had my startling wake-up call, I knew I needed to make those changes, and I started making a practice of gratitude, and I made that a serious part of my daily life. And this helped me see the good in the situation, in an awful situation, right? And I could be more present in the moment, experience more joy, regardless of the circumstances and the difficulties. I'm just going to be transparent here, but I remember one moment I was sitting on the couch and I had just had surgery after my baby was born. And I couldn't even hold her for a week. I couldn't nurse her because of the medication. And I was honestly feeling pretty sorry for myself. I was in so much pain. I couldn't do a single thing. I couldn't clean anything, and I'm really independent. I couldn't help my children. I couldn't even take care of myself. I was dependent on my husband and my mom, who came into town to help at that time. But I was feeling sorry for myself. I knew I shouldn't, but I just got into that funk. I think that's part of the process. But I was just sitting there feeling sorry for myself. Like, why did this happen? I have this beautiful baby and I can't even hold her. And so I knew I needed to change that energy. And so I literally remember forcing myself to find things to be grateful for. And I started counting them off. The first thing was that I had a comfy couch, at least, that I could remembered listing off more and more things kept coming to my mind, like the women who had brought us dinner that night, my mom who came all the way from out of state to be there and take care of our other kids, the doctors that had given us such great care. And pretty soon I wasn't feeling sorry for myself. In fact, my heart was like over full, filled to the brim with just gratitude and appreciation. And nothing changed. The situation was still the same. It's just that my perspective and the way that I was handling it and my emotional energy, physical energy was completely different. So that just really proved to me the power that is in gratitude and how it's something that we can harness at any moment, anytime, regardless of the circumstances. Now, I used gratitude. It helped me get a new perspective on life. It gave me humility and awe. And honestly, I was just grateful for simply being alive, which was something I had not appreciated, I guess, very much before, because I didn't realize how precious life was. And making gratitude a daily practice trained me to look for the good in situations and in people, and especially myself. And that one was hard for me. You can comment in the chat if you want, but sometimes the person that's the hardest to appreciate and to recognize good in is ourselves. So if you're anything like me, that can be a tricky one. So the power of gratitude can be harnessed to handle the major challenges of life and the small daily challenges as well, right? The challenges, they never go away. And just a quick story. I think this is funny. If you think this is gross, then maybe plug your ears for a minute. But this week, I struggled with an uncooperative potty trainer. My kids all started going to a new charter school. Who had to stay home was acting up and was clearly letting me know that she was not happy with the situation and decided to backyard as a restroom. I hope you're laughing here. I hope you're laughing. I didn't intend to go like potty humor tonight, but it's kind of funny. My initial reaction, though, was not laughter. I got upset and I felt completely overwhelmed with the situation, right? There's things that happen every day. We're like, really? This is hard enough. And now this just made it so much worse. Why can't I just get one thing right? But I used my mental training and stopped myself from going down that road any further. I made a promise that the next time my toddler had an accident, and I did this today. Yes, it happened again today. And I decided I would not move, like physically move or speak until I forced myself to find something good in the situation that I could be grateful for. And honestly, it didn't take long. I thought, well, okay, today at least she made a mess on a tile instead of the carpet. That's something to be happy for, right? And this is, it's helping me understand that she's having a hard time. So I can be sure to help give her some extra love, some extra attention and nurturing. She's obviously needing it, and this is her way of communicating that to me. So I can see that as a good sign. And I was grateful for my backup plan, which was to ditch the training for a little while and grab a heavenly box of Huggies diapers. And gratitude helped shift my focus from, like I said, one of overwhelm to, you know what, I've got a plan and it's going to be okay. And hey, I can even see a few good things right now in this moment. Now, I'd like to share with you a few stories that have been shared with us about real people who have made gratitude a practice in their life. They've all gone through the gratitude dare in the book and the social media challenge, and I just want to share with you really quickly some of their results. So this is Jessica Hosch, and she's one of our law of attraction coaches. And as long as all my tech works right, then we'll go ahead and listen to this. Let me know if you can't hear it or anything. Okay. I apologize. Looks like it's not picking that up. We'll give it a second. Can anyone hear that? Yeah, I don't think it's working. Okay. Well, that's how it goes. I'll just do a little brief recap on what Jessica shared. Here she's talking about what children teach us about gratitude and how they can be grateful for the simplest things. Like she's talking about her boys were grateful for rocks in their yard. And I thought that was super cute. And it just teaches us that there are so many simple pleasures in life that we can be grateful for. And the next one is Mark Johnston, and he's our law of attraction coach. And he shares how he was grateful for support from others, particularly his wife, as they went through a very challenging time. And I can relate with that so much, as I'm sure you can too. We all have challenges, and it's amazing when people step up and help us out with those challenges. If you want to send a shout out to someone, go ahead and leave a message in the chat. If you're just hopping on now, I can see some of you are just jumping on. The chat is at the very bottom of this Facebook page. And it's just a way to make it more fun, more interactive. Let us know what you're going through. And if you have any questions, you can post them there. So cool. Well, we're just going to go ahead. Yeah, those stories didn't pan out the way I wanted them to, but you know what? We just keep going, don't we? So gratitude is like faith is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it grows, and the more power you have to use it on your behalf. If you do not practice gratefulness, its benefaction will go unnoticed, and your capacity to draw on its gifts will be diminished. To be grateful is to find blessings in everything. This is the most powerful attitude to adopt, for there are blessings in everything. That's a quote from Alan Cohen. I really love that, and I've read it several times this week, and it's just, it's so good. Now, what is the best way to strengthen the muscle of gratitude? First, you know how we have to exercise our bodies. We also have to exercise our brains to train them to have new habits and new ways of thinking. We actually create new neural pathways when we form a new habit. And it takes time, it takes consistency. It also takes exercise, just like building a physical muscle. So my first question for you is this: when was the last time that you made a practice of gratitude? Think about that for a minute. When was the last time you purposely day to feel grateful? And if it's been a while, then, it's okay. You can admit it. Maybe your gratitude muscle might be a little weak right now. But just like building a fit body, it's through regular exercise. And the best exercise that I have found personally is in keeping a gratitude journal. There are other ways, of course, but few are practiced regularly, and that's really key. So a gratitude journal is something that we're going to use. And you can make your gratitude journal, a note on your phone. You could make it a legal pad. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, or it could be a real journal or just a Word document. It doesn't really matter, just whatever works for you. The point is that you're going to think about and write down 3 to 5 things that you are grateful for each day. It's that simple, but it really is powerful. And you'll be surprised at how many things you're grateful for and recognize the good, precious moments in your day-to-day living. I want you all to take a deep breath with me. Okay, and think about a few things right now in this very moment that you're grateful for. Wherever you are, look around and check in with yourself and find something that you're grateful for. And if you're really brave, you can go ahead and just start listing them off in the chat. I think we can help each other, get some ideas going. You can be grateful that you have a comfortable place to sit and that we have this incredible technology to connect on this level. There are so many incredible things to be grateful for. And, it could be the smell of your coffee or your tea in the morning. You could recognize how you love the coolness of the sheets on your bed and being happy to receive a call from a friend. Watching a sunrise or a sunset. That one's one of my favorites. And the taste of a fresh strawberry. Or witnessing an act of kindness. Or coming into the room to see this. I love this one. We're all grateful for spaghetti babies, right? Bernie Siegel stated that we should be grateful simply for being alive. When you are grateful for life, pure and simple, your life becomes one you can be grateful for. That may strike you as circular or even backward logic, but your attitude really does have an effect on how things work out. When you can't change your life any other way, you can still change your attitude. When you do, your life changes. You find more chances to love, and you will be surprised to see how much more love is returned to you. Now, I challenge you to take the gratitude dare and see how gratitude changes you and your life for the better. Remember that it is not joy that makes us grateful. It is gratitude that makes us joyful. Do you want more joy in your life? I know I do. So today's challenge is 2 parts. The first is to write down, like I said, those 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for today and make a commitment to do that every day. The second is to share your appreciation of someone else with them. Go ahead and express your gratitude to someone. And here, we would like to just introduce to you, we've talked a lot about these principles, they are, and this really is just the tip of the iceberg. And if you have enjoyed what you've heard today, I just invite you to learn a little bit more about how we're getting into massive action here at Pandosphere. And we have created our first online video course, and it's going to come out December 1st. This course corresponds with the book, but it takes it even further. It'll have modules with complete video trainings, daily exercises, and a full support group so that you can start to harness the power of gratitude immediately in your life. Now, the course releases December 1st. Oh, sorry. I jumped ahead here. So, question for everyone. After everything we've talked about tonight, do you agree? Is there power in gratitude? I hope you on the other side are giving me a resounding yes. Yes, there is. Because there absolutely is. Let's put gratitude to the test right now. So I want you to close your eyes and think of something you are grateful for. One of your maybe favorite memories. Awesome. The atonement, my family. I hear Justin saying that. Thank you. Absolutely. How does that experience that you are grateful for, how does it look? How does it smell? What does it taste like if it has a taste, or how does it feel? And then what does it feel to you to experience this gratitude? Feels pretty good, right? We have the power to use gratitude at any moment to elevate our lives. And gratitude has the power to change our thoughts and therefore our entire physical and emotional state. It puts us into vibration to attract what we desire. Something we talk a lot about with the law of attraction is the law of vibration. And I'm not going to go into detail about that, But what it means is that like attracts like. And when you're in a high energy state, you will immediately attract more good into your life. Gratitude has, oh, that's what we just read. Sorry. All right, now this course will teach you how to harness and use the incredible power of gratitude in your everyday life. And here are some of the things that you will learn in the course. Powerful principles behind the law of gratitude. It is a law, and it is something that we either adhere to or we don't. And either way, there are consequences. We will learn how to implement gratitude into every area of life, including health, career, money, spirituality, self-perception, and future success. At the beginning of our masterclass, I asked you to think about your life and do a quick check-in on any areas that you might feel are less ideal. It could be any of the ones listed here. And what you can do is take that area, implement gratitude into that one specifically, and watch how it will transform. We also will learn how to use gratitude to turn around a bad day or situation. And lastly, daily exercises you can do to bring out the full power of gratitude. After completing this course, you will harness the beauty of gratitude in your life and experience greater joy, fulfillment, and success. Those who have gone through the course have really, really appreciated it, and it's awesome to hear their success stories. So this course releases December 1st, but you can purchase the course right now and be the first one to receive it when it comes out if this speaks to you. If not, that's fine. If this speaks to you, then we have an early bird special of only $37. That's it. For $37, you're going to learn how to harness the power of gratitude. The price will increase after the course launches. So if this speaks to you, then I encourage you to join now. Consider it like an early Christmas or New Year's gift to yourself, and you deserve it. Link right below where you can learn more about the course and even watch a sample lesson so you can see what it's all about and learn a little bit more about it by clicking the link here on this Facebook page. If you don't want to wait until the course comes out, or you simply want to address some specific needs that you have with your emotions, your relationships, health, or finances, then I invite you, if you don't want to wait, you can go ahead and get on a free 1-hour session with a coach. This is an individual private session with a coach. And, maybe you're struggling to feel gratitude in your life right now. I get that. Maybe you are going through some severe challenges, or maybe you just feel, kind of stuck and want to move toward your goals. So a coach will help address your specific needs, help identify your limiting beliefs, plan to reach your goals, and give you accountability. So, okay, hi Manny. I'm glad that you're watching on YouTube. Very awesome to see you. Now, okay, this is super easy. You really have nothing to lose, and can move you forward so powerfully in your life. I just invite you to give it a try. So to claim your free session, you just click on the button here on the Facebook page, and you can sign up for a time to get your free session with a coach. Okay, if you're watching on YouTube, like Manny was, or somewhere else, then you simply go to our Facebook page at this link here, and you'll find the button there. Cool. Now, last thing to talk about tonight is our hashtag Gratitude Dare. This is just a free Gratitude Dare 14-day challenge for anyone who wants to participate. It's super simple. All you're going to do is for the next 14 days leading up to Thanksgiving, you're going to post one thing you're grateful for each day to your social media. And use hashtag Gratitude Dare so that we can all share each other's stories and see all the momentum that it's getting. And then share with us how your life is changing for the better, and share it with your friends, because this kind of energy is contagious and it is so needed in the world. Do you guys agree with me? Oh my goodness. I think it's so needed, especially after election week. We all need a little more gratitude, a little more hugs, right? So that's what our Gratitude Dare, it's kicking it off tonight. Go ahead and get going with it with us, and super excited to see how that works. So just real quickly, are there any questions? I don't know, Mark, if you had a chance to check the chat. I'm just going to scroll through real quick. I don't think I saw any, but if anyone had one, you can go ahead and type it in real quick. I did have one earlier. Maybe I'll touch on that because I'm pretty sure she's on. I don't want to name her out if she doesn't want to. So, okay. Well, it looks like they're for sure. Awesome. Just a real quick question here that I got earlier, but she asked, how do I feel gratitude when everything is going wrong in my life? Honey, I get you. Oh my goodness. Everything is going wrong in my life. The words that you used right there to me is key, because when everything is going wrong in your life, that shows me that it's your mental state. And I say that in the most loving, kind way, but that's true. It would be almost impossible for everything to be going wrong in your life unless there was like some kind of catastrophe or end of the world apocalypse or something. But I don't think that's happening right now. But what I would challenge you to do is to really look at that. And if you think everything is going wrong, then it's your perception and it's the way that you're choosing to look at the situation. I know that things can be so challenging. I know that we can have moments that are really, really rough, and it can be hard to look for the good. But when we're out there looking, like say we're in the savannah, right? Life is the savannah, and we're just looking for the lions. Then every, rustle in the bushes and, gust of wind or hooting owl in the distance is going to spook us, and it's going to make us feel like we are in danger, when really they're just kind of phantoms. And we need to learn to train our brains to see the good in a situation. So there might be some things that you don't like about your situation, but surely not everything is going wrong. So my first bit of advice would be to look for what is going right, and go ahead and write those things out and start to focus on those things more than the other things. And that will help you to cultivate the gratitude. And it might start off small, like a little seedling, but the more you nourish it, I promise you, it will grow, and you will have more gratitude in your life. So I hope that is helpful for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and announce our winner of our giveaway. And I just do that using my social media 22 social here. And this shows me everyone who's live. I could try to share this. Oh, Manny Jimenez, you just won and you're on. I know. So that's cool. Congratulations, Manny. You won our 1-month coaching giveaway. So that's 4 individual coaching sessions with one of our coaches to work on whatever it is that you want to use the law of attraction to make a shift in your life. So congratulations, Manny. Super exciting. Awesome. So congratulations to Manny. And I just want to thank and honor you all for being here and challenge you to remember that you are the creator of your life. So create the story you want told. And from our family to yours, I want to thank you all for being here with us, and you guys have a great night. Thanks so much for being on.